One of the greatest fears that most property investors have is that they'll buy a property which will be a complete lemon, and in doing so they'll become financially ruined. In a past vidcast, I've outlined the chances of losing your money to show that complete wipeout is rarer than reported. However, it can happen, and if you've purchased a property which isn't performing, you need to address it and take action. It's no use allowing it to just sit in your portfolio. If it's truly a bad property, it will only get worse and more money will be lost each day that you hold it. To establish whether that property is an actual lemon, here are some characteristics of property lemons. High and consistent vacancy, a value which is less than you paid for it, which is still going backwards, and a very low cash flow. Situated in an ugly duckling suburb that didn't get better. What is notably excluded from the list above are properties which aren't growing and those with low or negative cash flow. Lack of growth and negative cash flow only becomes an issue if in some way it prevents you from adding to your portfolio. It's perfectly acceptable to have in your portfolio a property or two which aren't performing at the present time, as long as they still show characteristics which point to economic vibrancy. Now, if you think you may have a lemon, here's what to do. Assess the true financial impact of that property upon you today. If the property is impacting upon your ability to meet your personal expenses or otherwise enjoy your life now, or its existence in your portfolio limits your capacity to borrow again to buy something else somewhere that may be about to become hotspot, then you must sell. Don't make the mistake of hanging on to it, hoping for that elusive capital gain, or because you believe that you have to try to recoup your losses. Although property markets do go in cycles, these cycles are measured and expressed as an average only. This means that within these cycles, a property in any one area can still stay in a trough indefinitely and behave very differently to the average. Now, it'll be hard to do, but you must sell the property and cut your losses. You'll be able to carry forward the loss indefinitely to offset any future capital gains, and the sale will halt further loss. Consider keeping it a while longer. If the reason that you consider it to be a lemon is because it's suffering from value losses, but its cash flow is still positive, or at a minimum a small negative amount, you may want to keep it for a while longer. I found that with some exceptions, many properties which seem to be losing value do so because too much was paid for them in the first place. Make sure that's not your situation. Did you pay market value? Or if you bought from a developer, might there have been commissions which boosted the price over that market value? Before selling due to a loss in value, ask my 20 questions again and examine the economic landscape, because the last thing you want is to sell that property just before it starts to boom. Sell now and get straight back into the market. If you're experiencing a crippling negative cash flow and the area shows distinct signs that growth is light years away, you may be best to sell now and get straight back into the market with a property purchased in an area with greater economic potential. Likewise, if you have a property which attracts unsavoury tenants and your landlord's insurance policy has reached its maximum allowable claims, this may again be a good reason to sell and cut your losses. Where one property takes up the bulk of your time and energies, it may be better out of your portfolio. Remember that while buy and hold is a sound strategy, it doesn't also mean you hang on to the death knell on a property that you made a mistake buying. Learn how to see the writing on the wall and exit from bad investments before they get the chance to get any worse. Hi there, I'm Margaret Lomas. You probably would love to buy an investment property, but you're so busy making a living and looking after the family that there's just no time to do so. Well, you're the reason that we created Property Match. The Property Match algorithm uses your investing criteria, myriad data points for thousands of suburbs across Australia, and machine learning to search Australia-wide and find the property which best matches you. Give us a call today or visit our website mypropertymatch.com.au to find out more.